What's going on, gamers? Definitely gamers in the Xbox world, PC too, if you're going to be interested on what's going on the PC as well. And, next gen devices, a lot of stuff. What's going on with cloud gaming? A lot of answers right here in this article published by Jez. It's going to be a long one, so we got a lot to talk about, but we're going to get some answers. And then I'm pretty sure people are going to be like, but wait, what? Is it going to be Xbox PC? Or I was like, don't worry, we'll get to that. But all in all, pony, sit down. Let's go. Xbox hints that Xbox Cloud Gaming will become more affordable soon across more regions, with comments on Xbox's next gen intel. In the latest Xbox podcast, Xbox platform architects Jason Beaumont and Jason Ronald offer some updates on the future of Xbox hardware, cloud, and more. And there we see Ronald and Beaumont, and we got Mr. Ethan right here, Rothmel, all in the picture right there. Today, Microsoft uploaded a new official Xbox podcast show detailing the near and long-term future of the Xbox platform. I'll zoom in for you guys, on mobile and stuff, so you can read it easier. Microsoft is undergoing something of a transformation with gaming. First-party content has overtaken third-party for revenue because of the publishing. And Xbox Game Pass is reshaping how users engage with the platform. 100%. Microsoft has opened up its software to third-party stores more than ever, including PlayStation, and Sony has even reciprocated with Helldivers 2 heading to Xbox in the coming weeks. And then we know Microsoft's going to Nintendo as well. Wait till they start booming on there and in other platforms as well. Like I said, it all comes around to where everybody's winning and benefiting. So VP of Next Gen, Jason Ronald, and VP of Xbox Platform, Jason Beaumont, caught up with a Dash and Mixer alumnus, Ethan Rothmel, of Xbox's social team to discuss the future of Xbox as we know it. So here we go. This is the statement that they said right here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, y'all. It's the hardest I've ever seen the team working. There's just so much going on, says Beaumont, on the console. A lot. See, what's interesting, he says on the console, a lot of what we're working on is under the hood. So does he mean console PC or an Xbox Series XS type of console, right? But we all know after everything that's been shown, though they're saying console, right? But it's like, this is what I mean by like, don't confuse people like that, because that is going to cause confusion. Just tell them what it is. Just say console PC. On the console, a lot of what we're working on is under the hood. When we release something that's for PC or for cloud gaming or for mobile, see the way that he's saying this is he's making it seem like this is going to be a console and the stuff for PCs over there, and it's gonna have nothing to do with PC. For mobile, we want that future to go everywhere. So that's a lot of the investments we're making. They should mention the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. We've been working gangbusters to get that released in time for this holiday. Okay. Let's keep reading. VP of Next Gen Jason Ronald chimed in. When we think about the future of the Xbox, we think about how we put the player at the center of the experience. The vast majority of players play across multiple devices. So when you're saying that, now you're saying, synced with this, you want this to be with the PC, with the cloud, and with the Ally and the X. And when we think about the future of Xbox, because they're calling that an Xbox, so I'm taking this as console PC because this is a PC device, and this is going to be a PC device that is like an Xbox console. But it's a PC. You got to tell me either you are making a console or you're making a PC, right? Like the Xbox Series X is a console, though it has PC aspects like an AMD PC. Same thing with the PlayStation 5, but they are consoles. This right here to me, and I'm just going to tell you guys, if you want my translation, I see Xbox PC. Not separate from this or from this. It's all PC, but Xbox PC, like they're calling this Xbox Ally, they're going to call this something like that. You know what I mean? So that's the way I see it, guys, and that's what he's saying. Because then we get to here, and then we talk about multiple devices, all Xbox themed devices that are PCs. Hmm? There's a bunch of games I would start playing on the Xbox Ally, and now I want the full fidelity of my console on my big screen TV. We're focusing on how we evolve the Xbox ecosystem to allow players to play the games wherever they want to play them. Yeah, so like if you weren't going to sync with the PC, then the only way, if this was an Xbox console, let's play this scenario because there's probably some people that probably think about that. The only way you would be able to do that is through the cloud. Not backwards compatibility in the way of the old console. You're gonna have to get it on the cloud on a PC from that Xbox, like they're doing right now. You see, they're kind of building that up. That's what I feel like the backwards compatibility is moving for that. They're making the cloud more seamless, but there's going to be like some subscription tier that's going to exist for it probably by itself, or another higher tier of Game Pass or Game Pass going up, something like that, to give you a realistic, grounded perspective. You know what I mean? So we can really know what we're about to face and not imagine something. And it's when we get to face, we're like, that's not what I thought we were built to. No, no, no. Let's get ready for what we think most likely is going to happen. I'm very good at doing that. Good track record. So he says there's a bunch of games I would like to start playing on my Xbox Ally, and now I want the full fidelity on my console, my big screen. We're focused on how we can evolve the system, play games where we want to play them. When we think about the future of Xbox, that's what we were just talking about. So him emphasizing that Microsoft wants to continue building devices that are dedicated to gaming, including the upcoming first-party Xbox next-gen console. See, there we go again. First-party Xbox next-gen console. That says nothing about PC right there. But what do they mean by that? You would just say it's just a regular console? No, not if you're gonna be syncing with PC and PC devices. No, you have to innovate and make it different. I think this is it. Yeah, because otherwise, what else can you really do? You know what I mean? It's like no, that would have to be it there, and be able to be upgradable and all that. That's not a console. Beaumont and Ronald recapped many of the recent additions made to Xbox PC, including a unified library, storefront aggregation, handheld scaling, and more, while hinting vaguely that even more features will be coming soon for Xbox Insider Program members on PC. Now we're talking about Xbox Cloud Gaming. But you guys, just be honest with me, you see how they're confusing people? All right, let's get to the cloud gaming. Play your Xbox games anywhere, even on the phone. Throughout the podcast, the team at Microsoft discussed a variety of topics, from Xbox Cloud Gaming to next gen and beyond. Jason Beaumont hinted that Microsoft is working to expand the availability of cloud gaming to new countries while spinning up even more servers to meet demand. You're going to see us continue to invest in this area. This includes adding new cloud servers to meet the growing demand. We're also exploring innovative ways to reach more players wherever they are. And I think if you have your cloud more available across the world where everybody can access it more easier, no matter where they go, you would be able to get them in the Xbox ecosystem easier that way. And that's how they're also counting some of the MAUs and stuff like that too. You can even just go on a mobile and click past it, and it's counting on that, and they're mass counting that through wherever that's available. So our goal is really simple. We want to bring more games to more people. Cloud is great at that. Yeah, if you get it to work well without lagging and going online and multiplayer and all that. And otherwise, people are only gonna want to try it for multiplayer games. I mean, for single player games. So you get that right. We want to expand Xbox Cloud Gaming to more countries around the world so people can play games they love no matter where they are. There's a bunch of games I would start playing on the Xbox Ally. And now I want the full fidelity on my console on my big screen TV. We're focusing on how we evolve the ecosystem. So we just read that. Okay. So now that we read that, so let's keep going. Jason Ronald hinted that Microsoft is exploring new ways to access cloud gaming following our previous report that Microsoft is working on cloud only subscription tiers for Xbox Cloud Gaming. Remember, I told you guys about that? That they're going to have a subscription cloud service model in the future. And it's going to be able to do 4K and all that, but it's not going to be free because to get that running like that very well, um, yeah, they're not going to give it to you for free. They're going to charge money for that. And then they may have a more expensive Game Pass cloud subscription service like that that's going to be available in the future too. Get ready for all of that because that's going to happen. And in there too is going to be backwards compatibility all up on the cloud to play across wherever you want to do it at. The cloud is a part of that massively. The strategy they're telling you about. Perhaps Microsoft is also exploring bringing Xbox Cloud Gaming to Xbox Game Pass Standard. I've been telling people about that. Y'all know I have. With a smaller library or just the ability to stream your own cloud games. That's what they're doing right now. And they're working on that to the next console releases. Then they'll have all that available when that is about to come out, rather than looking at it the way that it is now. They're building it up to that and following it. One of the things that we see is that there's a lot of players who use Game Pass Ultimate to access the cloud. Whether it's the primary way or additional way to play when you're on the go. I think for us, it opens up the opportunity to make it more affordable and make it more accessible to more players. Whether that's new regions or new ways to access the cloud. Yeah, because if you're not going to be selling Series X's in Europe or in Asia and all those territories, and even places outside of that, they're trying to do it with this on whatever device is because everybody has a phone. And they take all that and they include that in their MAUs and all that. Okay, so we see the future. It's like I was saying before, digital stream cloud. And they're forming that. So that next device that they're making, that they're calling the next gen console, which is obviously going to be an Xbox PC, but just in a console form, you could just put on the TV. Probably have upgradable models and all that type of stuff. That's what I think is going to be able to use that cloud aspect, and whatever you have on your PC and whatever, they'll all sync together. That's basically what they're saying here. We want to add more value for our dedicated players, whether that's things like adding new first or third party day and date titles. The ability to stream your own games, or even things like adding new free to play game benefits. We want to add as much value as we can. Our next gen Xbox Game Pass growth and new hardware experiences. Jason Beaumont emphasized the growth of Xbox Play Anywhere, noting that Xbox transactions, even outside of Game Pass, are growing by double digits. We're seeing a strong alignment with developers for titles that support Xbox Play Anywhere. They're seeing more play because the game is available on many more screens. When I think about Game Pass, we had record Game Pass revenue and we had our all-time and Xbox Game Pass payouts to developers. In addition, we're seeing double-digit growth in both first and third-party transactions as well. So whether you're on Game Pass or not, there are many more opportunities for developers to reach players within our community. The podcast team shifted to discuss Xbox's next gen, known to be in development in partnership with AMD. Jason Ronald hinted at the new AI-powered rendering techniques, so we knew they were going to have AI focus, while also unifying storefronts from Steam to Xbox to GOG all on one box. He said it right there. Xbox and AMD have decades-long partnerships. See, in order to put Steam on there, there has to be a PC-powered device. I was right. Storefronts, Steam to Xbox to GOG, all on one box. It's a PC box. I like the Steam box, but Microsoft's doing their aspect. We're excited to continue that relationship as we look forward to the future of Xbox. He came out and finally said it. Thank God. Unifying storefronts. In addition, we're also seeing double-digit growth. So Cody Eastwood was right about that too. Uh, Growth in both first and third-party transactions as well. Jason Ronald noted that the silicon innovation coming out of AMD will revolve around unifying storefronts across multiple platforms on a single device. It's widely believed the next Xbox will be able to incorporate Steam, GOG, and indeed any Windows app, potentially, that's a PC. And I've been telling people this, while also supporting your existing Xbox console library through cloud. We're deeply focused on hardware and silicon innovation. See, that's the innovation he was talking about. Like I said, there's no other way but doing that. And how we can push the boundaries beyond the current generation of devices. This is grounded in the work we're doing to build a unified platform across devices in new ways. It's about ensuring gameplay is not locked to an individual device or storefront. We build our libraries across a whole set of different devices. We want to put that experience front and center. This reminds me a lot of the early days of the original Xbox. We had a vision of where the Xbox console could go. Together with AMD, we're developing dedicated silicon to power the next generation of gaming experiences. We're developing next generation rendering technologies, including neural rendering. It's about deepening the immersion. We're investing in dedicated silicon to develop the next generation of AI experiences, AI focus, which will be transformative in how you experience gameplay. It also provides a new surface that developers can take advantage of, delivering new kinds of experiences that they weren't able to deliver before. All of this starts this year with the Xbox Ally X because it has a dedicated NPU, processor unit, that allows us to experiment because that's the stuff you use for machine learning and AI enhancements, as I was telling you, with some AI powered experiences before we get to our next generation consoles. And this is stuff PCs have. NVIDIA uses this. Now we talk about tensor cores and all that, so you can have tensor cores and NPU. So they're going to be using AI upscaling a lot, big time. Ronald emphasized how going all the way back to the original Xbox, and it's going to be very good for backwards compatibility. Microsoft innovated with a long-term vision about where gaming was going. Despite 56K modems being standard, Microsoft would still bet on a future where internet speeds would accommodate a full Xbox Live platform, for example. So that's what he was talking about. So they're pretty much letting you know things right there. Or what that is. We got that down, right? And then we get a glimpse into the future of Xbox. Throughout the rest of the podcast, Ronald and Beaumont offered some insights into the design of the Xbox Ally, the development of Xbox's PC offering, including offline play, while emphasizing Xbox Play Anywhere too. Of course, developers have opted to Xbox Play Anywhere, and many seem skeptical about the idea of giving away multiple licenses for free. Mm-hmm. Wu Chain Fallen Feathers, for example, was revealed as Xbox Play Anywhere title, but then it was taken away. Resident Evil 7 was Play Anywhere, but Village was not. It's the hardest I've ever seen a team working. There's just so much going on. It's not all bad news, though. Ready or Not didn't have Xbox Play Anywhere at launch, but was added later. It just depends. Microsoft may be paying them. Who knows? Uh, but there we have it, y'all. So we pretty much have our answers here. A good write here by Jez. I'll put this link in the description. And we have a lot of answers here. And we got some more things clarified as we went down. As I know some people probably at the start of the video when I was saying Xbox PC, they're like, no, that says console. I'm like, man, just listen to me. Can't take everything face value all the time. That's what people start getting mad. Like, so you took it face value. So I told you to wait. But all in all, hey, let's see how it plays out. I'm not hating. I'm excited. I'm always excited for anything new coming around the corner. So let me know what you guys think about this, all right? Later. Putting this up soon.